All right, guys, so I don't want anybody to get discouraged yet. We're in the early talks about this. It takes some getting used to. What's really difficult for students is to hold on to the idea behind this. Remember when we had 2 + 3 = 5? And we subtracted 3, we showed that it comes out true. Remember that? Do you remember that from earlier? Yeah, was that tonight? Yes, that was tonight. What's really hard is to maintain the idea that everything we're doing right now is exactly related to that. All the stuff that we're doing right now, to maintain the truth of an equation, I have to do the same thing to both sides. And what thing I'm going to do? The thing that gets rid of the most stuff. You with me? So if I have 9 over there, I might subtract 9 to kind of put things together. Why am I allowed to do that? That whole 2 + 3 = 5 thing we talked about earlier. If I do the same thing to both sides, the truth is maintained. But it's so hard, you get so lost in all the little details that you forget this overarching thing is still true. All right, let's do some of these together.
Can you do 5?
No, I'm not going to do 5. Yes, I will do 5.
No, let's do
Why would I throw that out?
Let's do 3.
We're going to do number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So whichever one you want to do, I'm going to do it.
5.
Yeah, right now. We're going to do all of them. So stop giving suggestions. So,
-2.
I like it. So one thing I want you guys to realize is that you pretty much almost never divide first. Because if I divide by 2 right now, I've got to divide everything by 2.
-3.
So you almost always divide last. So yeah, so the first thing I want to do, what's in the wrong place? The 3. Now does everybody understand what I mean when I say that?
Yeah.
Where's all my x's? Every single x I got in this equation is all together right there, right? Where are my numbers? They're on both freaking sides. So the 3 is out of place because it's over there with the x's. I got to have the x's alone on one side and the numbers on the other side. This is exactly how you look at this. And why do I do that? Because that's closer to my goal. My goal is x = number. So if I put all the x's on one side, all the numbers on the other side, I'm one step away from my answer. So what do you get when you subtract? So, how do you kill it +3? Probably subtract.
3.
So I'm trying to, let me see if I can, I hate this setup here. It's not easy for me to stand. Alright, so I really want to do this carefully to show you. Because here's something I saw, and I'm not picking on anybody, because I saw that several people did this. Can you tell me, if I write this down, what have I done wrong?
You got the wrong side equals sign.
Several things have happened here. Is it still an equation?
No.
No. How did the 6 get over with the 2x? You with me? So you have to write it. Now watch. This is the big thing about equations, and this is what really sucks, is when somebody understands the idea, but it's just the way that they write it makes it wrong. Read this off to me now. These cancel. So what do I have? 2x equals 6. Right, 9 - 3 = 6. You guys with me? Everything's got to stay where it's supposed to be. You can't just have something popping up out of nowhere. You got to be very organized here. Then the last thing I do, yeah, this is 2 times x. I don't want the 2 there, so let me divide by it so it goes away. And then you get x = 3. I like it. Now I said to check your solution also.
2 times 3.
Yeah, so twice 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9. It works. Kick ass. Now if I say check on a test or a quiz, don't just do it in your head. You better show it. Yes, sir.
I need help with number 2.
We're doing 2 right now. Here we go. What's the very first thing I need to do on number 2?
2 multiply 2x.
I see where you're going, but you got to be more specific with me. You got to take that 2 through, right?
Yes.
Distribute that 2. What's 2 times 2x?
4x.
2 times negative 5
minus 10.
minus 10. So all I did was I doubled everything in here. That's one way to look at it. Double 2x is 4x. Double negative 5 is negative 10. Equals
Equals 22.
22.
Not,
Oops.
not,
Tell me when I'm not. Second.
not 12 plus 10 is 22. It's 22. 12 plus 10 is 22.
12 plus 10 is 22, but I don't see those here.
Because
I have to work with
Plus 10.
what I'm given, right? So for example, 11 plus 11 is 22 also, but I can't use those because they're not a part of my equation. So I have to work with what I've got. So I've got to bring that 2 through. Twice 2x is 4x. Twice 5 is 10. You get the minus. So what's in the wrong place still?
10.
Good. Yeah, my x's are together. So I got to get rid of these minus 10s.
Plus 10.
Good. The opposite operation is add.
Plus 10.
So whatever you do to one side, and I like the fact that I see some people drawing like a line through so you can see the sides. Good. So what's left alive?
4x.
4x.
32.
32.
Yes.
And the last step,
Divide by 4.
you almost always divide last. So you got to divide by that 4 to kill it.
9. 8.
8. Careful. Yes, sir.
That'd be 9. Like 4 times
4 times 9 is...
36.
So 4 times 8 is...
32.
There you go. Cool. And it's got to be 32 here, right? Okay.
Question 3.
Thank you.
Yeah, how about that so fast?
3 is next, just right.
And then the check.
What I can do is, I'm going to do another one of these and write it up pretty and make a copy for you so you can see all the workout. Is that cool? I obviously won't copy this because this is really disgusting. So I'll make a copy of the answer to this for you guys. All right, what about number 3? What's the first thing I want to do in number 3? Beautiful. Somebody told me 8 here. I won't tell you who it was. Because you can't add before you multiply, right? Order operations never goes away.
That's much easier.
It's always easier to get to the wrong answer.
Hey, I'm real fast. On number 2, that 4, when you divide the 4 over 4, you just come up with that 4 because that would make that 4 a 0?
Doesn't make it a 0, thank God. 4
Well,
divided by 4 is
it's x.
1.
1x,
1x.
right? Okay. What about number 3? What's the first thing I want to do? I've got to multiply first. Good. So 5 times 2, 10. 5 times negative x, negative 5x. I've still got the minus 4, and I've still got the minus 6. So the people that try to do this in parts, you're going to make the most mistakes. You're not going to be able to bring them back together in the right place. You want to keep everything in a line here. What can you do on this side here?
13.
Yeah. 3 plus 10 is 13. Minus 4.
9.
So I put all my numbers together. 13 minus 4 is 9. The minus 5x is still there.
Yes. Equals
4.
Cool.
6.
Careful. Well, there's several things you can do here. The most direct way to get to the answer is, what is the thing that's in the wrong place?
Plus 6.
The 9 is in the wrong place. Why do I say that? What do you want to do? You want to get all your x's together. Do I have all my x's together? Yes. I want to get all my numbers together on the other side. Are all my numbers together? There's a 9 on that side. There's a negative 6 on that side. Subtract 9. Good. So I'll tell you what. We're going over here. I don't. These poor people probably sitting out there waiting for me to get out of the way. So I will bring the answer key for this next time. We'll talk about the last 3 of these next time, okay?
We're trying to do the same, right?
No. That'd be funny. I'm giving you all the answers right now. Last time I wasn't here. I want to see what you did.
I never want any of my exes together.
They don't like each other, right?
Some of them.
Some of them like it a little too much. You got to keep them apart.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, sorry. Okay, great. Good.
He's a little bit crazy about it. 'Cause I just,
Oh, here?
yeah. 'Cause it's like,
What happened about it? Oh, you did the wrong one from the wrong page? Oh, I see, but then you just reads it from the wrong page? Okay. I'll figure it out.
Don't forget your camera,
That'll
boss.
help me figure out what's going on. Thanks, man. It's still taping.